Would you like to know a few barriers that homeless people face that no one is talking about?
Mommy. Shh. Mommy.
You cannot get identification without a permanent address. You cannot apply for subsidized housing without proper identification. You cannot apply for subsidized daycare so that you can go to work without proper identification. You cannot receive government benefits and assistance without proper identification and having filed your taxes. You cannot file your taxes without proper identification. Which brings me back to my original point that you cannot get identification without a permanent address. And if your identification and the address on it does not match where you are currently staying, then no benefits are available to you and you cannot apply for any further identification. So say that you have a driver's license and the address is wrong because you don't have permanent housing, because you've been struggling with homelessness. You cannot apply for any other ID. So if your driver's license address is wrong, you cannot apply for a health card for yourself or your children. If your driver's license address is wrong, you cannot apply for birth certificates or passports. And the whole process here in Canada to getting ID, it's about a 2-month process for people that have permanent addresses. If you don't have a permanent address, then you don't get to partake in government subsidies and the universal health care in Ontario, which is called OHIP. So you're on your own, fend for yourself, go die in a ditch, is basically the message that I am taking away from all of that. Oh, and one more takeaway. Even though our system is so broken and so flawed that it cannot help people in your situation, we would be happy to take your kids away from you and put them into the system so that you can go overdose in an alley or get beaten and raped by your pimp and his buddies.